Okay guys, I am back. Unfortunately, my idea about doing all this video in one day did not work because my hands did not allow me to do that. My hands these days only allowed me to sew maybe 1 hour and no more, and not even one day. But God is good to me. Today he brought me back to machine and it's still working, still not lucky. No, well, that's good news. Well, let's finish up. And I know you're probably exhausted of my accent by now. This video getting longer, but please stay with me for just a little while, because only one who do know how manufacturing production worker can come up with these tips, and you can really learn something here. Well, now we have to run like rodway for your window valances. The same way we have to put elastic here. And how to do that? Well, we have to make that way of elastic. And if you not making production, not mass production, if you make individual masks, go to another video. In that case, it's much more simple. Another my short instruction video how to make masks, same style, same pattern, but not on a mass production. And in that case, you don't need to make that rodway because it's a different ways of doing it. But because right now we're talking about mass production of masks in this video, we had to run them all in one chain and one stitch. Remember in beginning of video, that's why this part become closed and we cannot cut excess of material to make it rollable anymore. No, well, that's why we end up, we come up to the problem to make that way of elastic to go through. How to do that? Do not use any binding, standard binding, doesn't matter, rayon or cotton. It's comfortable one what I have, but it's only coming half inches width. It's not gonna accommodate elastic well, because it's so tiny, so it's made for actually closed blind hams only, not much use of it besides that. And well, it's going to be not easy to run with safety pins that elastic through. And well, in mass production you don't deal with mass pins, you have to come up with a faster way of doing it. No, well, what I suggest you, this is kind of what probably in manufacturing nobody does it, but I have to come up with this idea as well. Use ribbon. It's not sewing ribbon, it's craft ribbon. You know those ribbons what using for crafts, make bowl on the presents, anything like that. No, this width of this ribbon has to accommodate width of your elastic. I was lucky to find this is my last roll of tiny elastic. It's like under 1/4 inch elastic, and it's very comfortable, and it's black because I'm making masks for sheriffs. It's gonna work perfect. Well, if you're not lucky of that, you get a wider elastic like that. It's still comfortable. It's soft one, and well, but it's wider. No, well, your ribbon has to cover that, not just a little bit. Your ribbon has to be double size, at least double size of width of elastic what you plan to put in, what you have in your possession. And well, because this is my tiny elastic, it's like 4 millimeters, it's not even 1/4 inch. My ribbon, as you can see, almost like more is half wider of that elastic. That's why I'm choosing this one. I hope it's going to be enough for all my sheriffs here, what I have here, because I'm not a crafter. I never have too much, I don't have any ribbons in my possession. But anyway, that's what I have right now. And well, when you sew it here, don't roll this way, because by the time what elastic going to be sewing, it's my you know, for that moment how you doing it, the way what I will show to you in a moment, it will be okay to put elastic, because you're not going to be running individually through each mask through sorry, with a safety pin. But that elastic, this masks will be sterilized. It means it will be thrown in washing in boiling water and so on. And well, it's mean you cannot have it can be changed. Elastic can be changed again, because elastic will be beat up in that sterilizing first. I know that as a tailor. That's why you have to make something to be available, not just donate this mask, but you can you create a way for people to exchange that elastic, to put another one after your original one will worn out. No, well, to do that, make sure they will be available to run with that safety pin individually, new elastic in. No, well, what you do, you don't roll this way to sew it here, you roll opposite way. Because why roll it all? Because that's gonna run in washing, and it's gonna be washed on daily basis. We cannot afford that. No, well, you have to roll it like that once, and then another time, and then start sewing to it. I'm showing to you, start sewing to it, and make sure when you start sewing it, you reinforce it very well, back and forward with your machine. Go down there roll another side of it, and reinforce it. Yeah, my hands is very slow today, sorry about it. But stay with me, we will be there sooner or later. And well, you do it again on production way. You attach another one, you roll another one, you do it one side, you do left side of it. When you're done, still you do the same on another side. Just make sure you're stitching. Let me pull out because I just want to keep going right now. I don't want to show to you the chain. You already know by now what chain, one stitch chain, what I'm talking to you. You're doing this way, okay? And then my husband volunteered to put by safety pins this elastic in this charity masks, but I don't want him to be busy with that because it has to be done much faster. I have to show you how to do faster. After you stitch this side, you put elastic here already. You have that elastic, and you push it as far as possible to that first stitch of yours. When you're stitching, you make sure you're stitching on the very end of it, and now you stitch in the same production way on a line in one stitch, but opposite side of it. And your elastic still on a roll. You don't cut it. You don't cut that elastic. I will explain to you in a moment why. Let's do it. Make sure it's kind of your elastic still movable. What you do not stitch through elastic. You only stitch through. And again, I'm stopping just for reason to show to you, but you don't stop. You're stitching all of them like that, just like we've been doing so far. And after you're done, see, my elastic still movable. That should be yours. And well, what you can do, you can simply just, if it's a mask you're making for I don't know for whom you make the mask, we can just count how much elastic you need to put that over ears and keep it like that. But I have to tell you one thing, as a person who was working in the masks for a whole working day, 8 hours shift or 10 hours shift, I had my tailor shop, and well, it's impossible practically to work in any mask going around your ears. Especially for ladies with our small ears, it keeps slipping. Your ears, especially for people who wear glasses like I do, it's constantly, it's too much things on your ears. This elastic and your glasses on the top of it, way too much of it. That's why it's not gonna work. Especially for sheriffs, what I am making, which is they have to arrest somebody in it, maybe wrestle somebody in this mask. It's gonna slide off those ears in no time. No, well, we cannot do it. What I suggest you count on each mask. On each mask 32 inches or even 33 inches piece of elastic. And what you do, why? Because our elastic, we're not gonna run over ears. We're gonna run like that. That's how it will go after we're done. We're gonna run, it's movable. Come on. We're gonna run through this way and then come up and stitch it down there like that to make sure when person wearing this mask, one part it's going like that, one part going around neck, just like real mask 94. Google it and see it, or mask N95. Just like medical mask 95. One going on the top of the head, a little bit on the back, and another going through here, and going back and tied up with this part. And all what you can see, just like in my short video about making this type of masks, all what you can see, let me pin this one, what I can explain better, for those who did not see my video yet. Tied up right here, and that's what you have. That's what you have. This part about 5 inches long, and this part about 5 inches long, and one part going around your neck, another part going around your head, more close to the top, and that's how people wearing it. It's much more comfortable to wear this way if you're wearing that all day long, and especially when you're moving in that constantly. No, well, that's what it's going to be. In our case, when we're going to stitch mass production on it, what we're going to do? We're going to keep stitching, like I told you, all in line, lined up all of them. After you're done to get to your roll, doesn't matter how many of them you have, okay? You count how many masks you have on your mass production. Right now I'm making 18 of them. Each one take 32, 33 inches of elastic, not stretchable inches, okay? It means you have to count 18, count on 32 or even 33, because some of those guys is big and they need extra inches, okay? And then when you got to the roll, after you end up, then when you cut, okay? That's when you cut. And then you turn around all that, do the same way like I told you, just opposite way. Your elastic will be already cut. You come up with another end, do the same way like I showed to you right now. Roll in this way. Make way of elastic to go through this way first. Again, roll it, make it this way first, and then do all of them one-sided, close to your face, this way first. Then push elastic all the way, just like I showed you. Make another way, and then you can cut individual mask with elastic with 32, 33 inches belongs to each elastic. And after you're done with that, what you do, you only have one thing left. Let me go back to my private mask and I will show to you in a moment. Here you are. You have this tie inch, you have tie right here. And this is adjustment for those for people who give you. And look, it's moving freely. You can move it, and that's how it's go around. It's wearing like that, just like that. This is my chin. This is my bendable around nose, and well, you going over your head with both of these pieces. You put it on over the neck, and then you put it over the head there. And only one piece will be missing in this sheriff mask. It's this wire inside, which is just a twist tie from bread. That's what it is. And well, when you donate these masks, whenever who gonna use it, of course I do not have this 18 twist ties, but I do have ways for it right here. And always when you donate this mask, after you're done with everything, you just tell them what to do. This is chin. This is a nose supposed to be bendable. Well, just make a little hole right here. Just cut a little hole with manicure scissors. Put there twist tie, and so that twist tie will not shift it, not left, not right. Any wife of those policemen can do it, or in my case. And well, don't worry about the little imperfections when you make in mass production, little imperfections, those little stuff of that. Don't worry about it. That's not your task. Again, those wives of those people, or those people by itself can do it. Cut all these little imperfections. Your task when you do mass production, come up with this piece, let them handle the rest of it. Okay, that's all what I can tell you guys. And if it's beneficial for you, please sign for channel, please subscribe and share, because many people need it. Another thing, well, if you don't have in your possession for mass production enough material or ribbons, I just happened just a few months ago helped to my good friend of mine to close huge fabric store with all kind of ribbons over there, and all kind of cotton fabrics with all kind of patterns, play or not. And if you now she's doing her business from home. She's selling that on eBay as far as I know, and on Facebook Marketplace. She can mail to you all that. To get to her, well, you have to post that first comment under my video on YouTube. First ask questions about it. I will put contact name with her. You can contact her, but please, we're talking about mass productions. We're talking about mass productions because I don't want her to run on post office to mail half yard or 1 yard, because she's not well these days by herself. No, well, make sure if you buying from her, you buying big amounts, just for charity work, for your mass production. Okay, guys, now I believe I got all of it covered. And again, no matter what elastic she got all of it. She got elastics, she got ribbons, and she got cotton ones. Okay, guys, I hope it's beneficial for you. If it is, much more videos on the way. I keep giving me all these ideas about sterilizing and everything else. I encourage you to look up a mask which is not sewing mask at all, and share with those who do not sew at all, because plenty of those people out of there, and they still need to be protected as well. Well, sign up for channel, find those videos and share. Thank you guys for your time.